Today we're here demanding justice for Christopher and Monet, two young African Americans whose civil rights were violated by the Redondo Beach police officer. We see on video where this young man and a woman were basically the victims of excessive force. Christopher had his arms behind his back complying with police, and they seemed to basically bend them almost behind his head. This young woman, Monet, who was filming the videotape of the officers using excessive force, she was also the victim of excessive force, where we see a police officer on video run down the street, manhandle her, knock the phone out of her hand, and then she was the victim also, unfortunately, of a sexual assault by male deputies. Instead of them calling a female deputy to search her, they searched her themselves. And according to the victim, was also inappropriate as far as groping her while they searched her, despite her asking for a female deputy to do the search. But she had no reason to be searched to begin with. She had every right to film the abuse that we all saw on the videotape. So next we'll have...
There were body cams on site. One of the officers that was roughing me up at the time, I believe he knocked his body cam off on purpose. But at the end of everything, I was being walked to the car, his body camera was actually on the floor. So, I don't know how that goes. I don't know. It's just something sneaky going on about the whole thing. It was conniving. That's how I see it.
Basically, I was just recording. It's supposed to be a normal just stop procedure in my head, but they really just put us on the car. Didn't even really read our rights, and I know my rights. I'm on probation. I own a car, have insurance, everything. It's just too much, like they were really hurting him. And we were telling them and let them know already that he was our victim, and they just kept moving for us, kept thinking it was funny. They kept calling male officers, and I was screaming to the top of my lungs. Even after the video, I was asking for a female cop. Like, I need a female cop. She never came. They heard her voice on the radio when they put me in the car, and I've never seen her. They searched me, they released me, and they tore and destroyed my car, basically, too. So it was just, I've never been through something like that, like with the police. Always see a female cop and always give me a female cop in the house. So this is the first time my rights ever been violated like that.
And pretty much this has to stop. A lot of us come from South Central and we like to come to the beach, and it's been for years that I've heard friends, and it's happened to me before too, where the Redondo police officers, they tell us don't come here. So we want to be able to come here in peace. I don't want to be able to come here and things like this happen to my friends, happen to me. I don't want no male officers touching me, and I don't want to be getting slammed out my car and everything just because we want to come to the beach. Like, it's becoming a problem, and it's only really becoming a problem because of our skin color. So I feel like being in South Central, coming from the urban areas and coming to Redondo Beach, it's not safe for us, and they need to do something about it.
Are they charging anybody with assault on police officers?
Yes.
Oh, they are?
I am being charged with assault on an officer.
Okay, and how many officers, if you don't mind me saying, are asking?
I'm not sure as far as that concerns. I'm not sure how many, but it does say on my paperwork assault on officer.
Oh, okay.
And restraining, resisting arrest.
Wow.
And that's the reason why we're also calling upon DA Gascon to drop these bogus charges. Clearly, he complied with the police. In fact, he was the victim of police excessive force. And he did nothing to harm the officers. And that's why DA Gascon must look at the tape that we've all seen. The tape has gone viral. These two young people were the victims of excessive force by the Redondo Beach Police Department.
Hello. Can I have a FOIA form?
What?
A FOIA form?
For a request form, a complaint form, and a FOIA.
And a complaint form?
Oh yeah, they should be right there, right there.
No.
No.
There's immediately something.
Appreciate it.
Thank y'all for showing up, real riders. Liddy, you're doing a lot in the streets. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate your work. You're an artist. You called on this. Leaders, activists came out for these two. What's the ending result of this? What are we looking to do coming up?
So there won't be no ending result until they stop doing what they're doing. So right now, what we want justice for these two. And then anybody else, if you have any videos or if you have anything else, speak up, because I know that it's a lot of people that be coming out here, a lot of black people that be coming out here, and that happens where you're told don't come back. So we want to come to the beach in peace. That's the movement. Let us come to the beach in peace.
So when they have a complaint, what do we do today? What do they do when they come down to the police station? Tell them what to do, because a lot of them don't understand what y'all just did today.
So basically, when an incident happens like that with the police department, any police department, you want to go down, you want to get a personal complaint form, and you want to get a FOIL form. And that's if they have body cam footage, you want to get that. But you always want to protect yourself and file a complaint. Don't be scared to file no complaint against the police.
It ain't sensitive, it's on the police.
All right, you guys, we call into action October 1st for Ivan Mora. You already know what happened, and it's not right. Police gotta stop using this excessive force because y'all messed up. Y'all messed up. He was mentally ill. So if you're gonna stand for something, stand for this. Make sure y'all out there October 1st at 10 a.m.